Hi folks, Winkle here. Mission 9. Bomber intercept again. Here's our headings. Let's have a look at the mission planner. Okay, as we can see, taking off from Krimsk as per usual. We're going to head down to the coast. And then we're going to pick up our heading here. This is 210 roughly. And then we turn onto a heading which we can see as we take off just to this point here, and then we'll get vectored in on 045 to this lake here. It's very important, otherwise you don't hit the points that Sorello has set up and it all goes a bit wonky. Right, so that's important. Must follow our headings out here and back. We took through it in the cockpit.
Sir, the aircraft is started and ready for you. Good luck. Bring this one home.
Thanks very much. Right, I say we could request taxi to runway straight away after we've turned our radio on, but then the whole of our flight will start taxiing and pushing in front of us. So what I like to do is just take my time a little bit. Let's get our aircraft fully set up. We have our chaff and flares on. Our radar is set to standby. Our flaps are set to auto. We'll have our sidewinders on. We'll arm those in a moment. We'll have our RWR on. That can warm up. We've got a centre fuel tank that we need to select. Okay, now we're ready to rumble.
Krimsk, in field 1-1.
But we need to get moving,
to runway.
whether we get permission or not, otherwise our guys will push in front of us.
2, rolling.
Yeah, he doesn't wait for you, he just go.
Overlord 1-3, rolling. 4, rolling.
Right, approach is clear. Right, I haven't got permission to take off yet.
Enfield 1-1. Krimsk, you are cleared for takeoff
Okay.
when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.87.
So we're extending our nose wheel. Got full mill. A little bit of a crosswind. Full burner. Nose wheel steering disengaged. Left rudder. Just to counter that crosswind. That's fine. Coming up to 150 knots. He's back on the stick.
Rolling.
300 knots out of burner. Let our guys catch up. We're on the correct heading. Let's trim that nose down. We don't want to go into the cloud. Critical things with this mission. We need to fly our headings accurately. Otherwise we won't trigger the commands from Overlord. And then it all goes a bit wonky. So let's select our search on our RWR and let's get our radar going. And then it's a bit lonely in here, so let's get our pilot back in. That's good. The heading is good. 217 I want to be on. Just have a look at our trim. Just trim that nose down a little bit. We'll pitch up as we gather speed. Don't want to go into the cloud.
Overlord 1-1. Passing waypoint 3. Wheels up.
Okay, so let's arm our master on.
Overlord 1-1. 4, rolling.
Ball's rolling, so just ease back on the throttle a little bit. The AI is quite good in this mission, they do catch up. Let's just keep out of the cloud. Okay, heading's good. Now what will happen is we'll get out past the coast here. We'll get a command from Overlord.
4, wheels up.
And they will tell us to turn on to 105. That will bring us around here. And then we'll get told to turn on 045 back inland, as per the brief.
rejoin.
Well, let's just double check everything. We've got our centre pylon selected.
Overlord to Enfield. Turn heading 105. Maintain current altitude.
Maintain current altitude 105, Enfield 11. Okay, now we want to be just off the tip of the coast over here, across this bay. If you follow 105, it may take you out to sea a little bit. We're not far off from about 100 there. Now find this one can be quite tricky to intercept correctly. It doesn't matter so much, because we're going to turn in anyway when we get off this peninsula here, as per briefing. Right, look how far we are off the peninsula. Get a good picture of that. Hopefully on right. And we will get a call from Overlord. Any time now. Nope, got to turn in. Remember the briefing, that's more important. May well trigger
Overlord
it. There we go.
Enfield. Turn heading 045. Maintain current altitude.
Okay. Sometimes you have to just help it along a little bit to work. Right, now we want the second lake up. We don't want the lake that Krimsky's at the base of, we want the next lake up. That's our next turning point. Will be it there, right in front of us. Can be a bit hard to see on occasions with the light coming through the cloud, but as we get nearer, we've got a little bit of time. Get nearer, we'll make sure. Right, I'm going to select my centre pylon. I'm ready to drop that because I need to get some speed up in a moment. To just double check in a sec we're going for the right lake, the right turning point, the right waypoint, otherwise the mission doesn't work correctly. We're up near clouds, give me a little bit of altitude so I can see. I don't want to go into the clouds. I'm moving towards the lake there. Let's make sure the next lake off to our left is our home lake, which it is there. Krimsky's over here. Airfield. Yep. That's us. That's what we want. Okay, that's good. Right, I'm going to bring burner in. Let's use some of that fuel in that centre tank. We'll start pitching up as we build up speed. Stay in the clouds. We've been told to maintain our current altitude by Overlord. That's important. Head for the lake. We're in 600 knots. Our guys are going to be back there somewhere, away from her a little bit. There we go, right over the middle of the lake. As you get nearer here, you can double check that we're at the right lake. There's our lake for Krimsk. And then it's the next one along, it's this one. Right, we're going to drop off our stores. Bring that back to the centre position. Very important, or you won't be able to fire your missiles. Stay out the cloud. As per instructions. Right, just over 600 knots.
Overlord Denfield. Contact bombers. Turn heading 090. Climb at your discretion. Weapons free.
090, weapons free. Climb at my discretion. Enfield 1-1.
Overlord Denfield. Contact bombers. Turn heading 045. Climb and maintain 330. Weapons free.
Right, okay, I'm going to stay on 090. We'll see why in a second. Get as much altitude as I can. I'm still motoring. Right, let's get our flight to engage mission and RTB. Roger, good. I've confirmed that. That's fine. Right. Hopefully we'll see the bad guys up ahead. Let's just leave our radar up. Need to get the altitude. Still nearly 500 knots, which is great. Let's balance our fuel tanks, which I forgot to do in the excitement. Right, there's our bombers off the front now. So I want to head out the front of these guys. They've got escort behind. They've got MiG-23s with semi-active radar-guided missiles, which are really, really bad for us. Right, they're jamming us. The MiG-23s are jamming us. Just going to start putting out some chaff. I've got flares off the same switch. That's what you'll see those in the mirror there. I want the bombers. I want those bombers. Right, you can see we've still got them on our radar. They're coming down. They're at 10 miles. Should get a lock shortly. We've got a lock. Box 2. Splash. Fox 2. Switching to guns. Splash. They're out of range. I know we're out of range, but right, I'm going to ask my guys to cover me.
Cover me.
I'm going to have to cover into range now. Yeah, we're getting shot at. Splash! Right, I'm running for home. Wherever home is. Hawk system is off to our, I'm just going to go into a spiral. Need to avoid those MiG-23s. Don't black out. Get away from
Overlord
SA6.
Denfield, you are clear. RTB,
Don't black
all
out.
bombers are down. Good show.
Overlord 1-1.
Right.
Bra 07345 at 12,000 flanking.
Right, let's get a bit of situational awareness. Hawk system's off to our right.
Enfield
23's behind us. We're running.
Pop-up group 11444 at
And chaff out all the time.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 07744.
I don't know what the caution's for. Right, let's get on our guys. Get into RTB. Go to RTB.
RTB.
We've got the bombers. We don't want to waste resources. Right, step our radar back up.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord.
Plenty of fuel. I'm just going to continue running. There's a 23. There's something behind me. Got chaff out. Let's continue evading. Make it difficult for the missile. I mean, I'm motoring. It's going to have a good job catching me. Right, I've lost situational awareness slightly, but we're guys our lake. That's good. Right, we know where we are. Cool. Come in hot. DCS, Grimsk, inbound.
Enfield 1-1. Inbound.
Enfield 1-1. Grimsk, flying heading to 88421. QFE 29.87. Runway 22 to pattern altitude.
Runway 22, pattern altitude, Enfield 1-1. Right, I can't see the Hawk site, which is not good.
Enfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Pop-up group 127418 at 1000 flanking.
Flanking, 127, there's the Hawk over here. It's hidden by the E2. Right, let's just take our time, they're only 18 miles away. Right, I'm going to land. Hawk site is directly off our nose. Well, I think I've got all three bombers, which I'm really happy with. Got plenty of fuel, it's going to be going down too fast. F5's off our 6, and E's back on the throttles. Hopefully most of our guys got out. Not healthy tangling in with MiG-23s. 3,000 feet. Let's just ease back on the throttles. Head straight into the Hawk system, see if we can get visual on the runway.
Enfield 1-1. Clear for visual. Contact tower.
Contact tower, Enfield 1-1.
Enfield 1-1. Request landing.
Right, so we have visual. We're landing on 2-2. Maybe a right hand circuit for me. 2,400 feet. Sure we're landing on the right runway.
Enfield 1-1.
Speed brakes out.
11, Bra, 146, 435 at 15,000, cold.
Do 60 knots, gear down. Trim the aircraft back. Want to be about 170 knots in the turn. Nice tight circuit. On 70 knots. Keep trimming that aircraft back. Keep trimming that nose. Want to get the angle of attack up. Gear is down and locked. He's off on the throttles, 160 knots. Got quite a bit of fuel left, so it's going to make us heavy, slightly off centre line. Right, AOA's good.
Enfield 1-1. Crimp, check landing gear. Wind
50 knots.
at
Just
3
keep trimming
meters
back.
per second. Runway 22.
Landing gear's down and locked. Bit of a crosswind. Looking good. Nice long runway. Shoot out. Those are all steering engaged. He's off on the throttles. Okay, let's just turn our radar off. Don't want to fly anybody. Speed brakes in. You see on the RWR, our guys are coming in behind us.
4 RTB.
Well, at least 4 still alive.
Enfield 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Taxi in a parking area, Enfield 1-1. Just check our... It's going to turn off here. Inside. We've taken a bit of damage there. Right, just taxi off the runway. Well behind us. And just do our post-landing checks for a start. We'll get rid of our chute, and now a couple of guys here can pick that up for us. Just have a quick look. I've got some damage. Yeah, I've definitely got some damage. Have a look at that. Let's get out of the way of the runway. I've always liked the Backfire bomber. It was a shame that we had to take all 3 of them out. We couldn't just sort of come up alongside and take photos, but it's just the way it is. Right, we're just going to whiz it around here. Back to our quick reaction alert pad. Well, I've got a bit of a long taxi here, guys, so I'll see you back at the launch, as they say. Right guys, we'll just park up on the quick reaction alert pad as normal. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's pop the canopy open. Okay, let's have a little look outside. Let's see what damage we took. Oh, we did take quite a bit of damage there. Quite a bit of damage. On the left side there, seems to be alright. This side, well, I think we were lucky. Wow, look at that. I think we were lucky, but then again we did take out 3 backfires, so I'm more than happy with that. More than happy. Okay, this shut down, so out of idle into cut off. Oh wow. Okay guys, I'll see you in debrief. Hi guys, welcome to the debrief. Right, let's take off from Krimsk as per normal. Headings are important, as we've already discussed. Up to the lake, then we get vectored in. Now, AWACS vectors into 045, I think, something like that. But obviously, you can now see our bombers coming in that we've got to intercept over here. We really need to get ahead of those. We don't want to be going off at 045. So that's why I've built the speed up beforehand, dropped my centre tank off. I'm now heading out to intercept the front. Now we've got Tu-22 backfires. There's 3 of those and 4 MiG-23s. The MiG-23s, as I've mentioned before, have got semi-active radar-guided missiles. Extremely dangerous. We need to be way out in front here to try and survive this, and the rest of our guys will engage the MiG-23s. So we come in. You can see the P-24s coming out there, the semi-active missiles. That's why we need to get really fast, and I'm aiming out here because I want to hit these guys. That is my primary mission. So you can see us come through. You can see this one actually is going for me here. Does come pretty close, but I was chaffing all the time. So now, critical. Get your tone. Uncage your seeker head, pull lead, otherwise their countermeasures will defeat your missile. So you've really got to do that, otherwise you're wasting your time. Bang. So the first one, second one, get tone, pull lead, bang. Then we engage the third one. As you can see, there's more missiles coming out after me here. It's an extremely difficult mission, this one. I found it very difficult anyway. So another one here, that falls short. Obviously you've seen the main part of the upload, and you know, you see what happens, but you can see how dangerous it is. So we take this guy out, bang, he's gone. Then heart's racing, going to a spiral, there's lots of threats still around, and head back for the Hawk system, which is where I got my situational awareness from. This guy I picked up on my RWR, so I start evading as if he's launched. I don't know whether he's launched or not. Bearing in mind these guys have got R60s as well, heat-seeking missiles, so we wouldn't have known whether he would have launched. So I pick him up and I start making it hard work. If I've got a launcher, it might even have had a semi-active missile after me. So we just make it hard for the missile as we're heading in the general direction of away as fast as we possibly can. Alright, and then I tell my guys to RTB. They're still causing us a problem. They will evade, and the AI will react accordingly. So that's it, guys. I mean, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you on the next one. Winkle out.